You said one guy was leaving hate comments. Do you think that guy is intelligent and rich? Most likely he's stupid and poor. Literally, 49% of people have to be below average income, below average intelligence. Usually the kind of people who have the time to write negative comments online are in that 49% of the population. So if there's intelligent people telling you otherwise, start to listen to them. And there'll be some people who disagree with me when I tell you and others that like a fast way to grow on YouTube is just to copy my videos. The reason why I say that is because I have copied 5-6 guys. Maybe you can guess who, but it's not like you wake up from sleep like, oh man, Hamza must have copied. Like, it doesn't even appear that way, right? Right now it's obvious because you're copying to like a big level of Jeffrey and Wadonis. But like I told you last time we spoke, if you almost admit that and actually even mention me in the video and say, oh, I learned this thing from Hamza, that's it. It's like you've almost just like made it original now, because you're not just copying, you're not trying to be me. You're actively saying, okay, I've learned from Hamza, this is what I've learned. I do it with Huberman. Where do you think I got these shirts from? It's the same ones that he wears. I literally mention it in most of my videos now. Oh, I learned this thing, and you know, Huberman has said this. No one actually thinks that I'm copying Huberman, even though I literally have pieces of paper around my desk saying copy Huberman. So it's like, right now it's super obvious because you're probably getting views directly from my fans who are then seeing a guy who's speaking in a similar way, who's making similar videos. What you're going to naturally find more and more of your own voice, and it will start to like disappear how much it seems. So my advice to you, in every video where you speak about Jeffrey and Wadonis and everything, I would speak about what you've learned from me, because that you're just synthesizing. So you literally just say, oh yeah, Hamza mentioned this in a video and I tried it, or Hamza mentioned it and I don't think it works like that, or you know, and that made me realize, and then I did this, then I watched this video by Hamza, and you should go watch it too, because this way it's like people love to hear that way where you learned the thing. That's number one. Number two, I'd say is naturally find your own voice. So the way that I copy, maybe I should have explained this. I don't watch the person's videos who I copy. So I mostly copy, for example, the packaging, the title, the type of thumbnail and stuff, or maybe the attitude, some of their message. But for example, I wouldn't, if I'm about to copy someone's video, I wouldn't watch their video and then just say it like the same thing. I would like go and experience my own life, but in a lens of like where I want to almost pretend I'm that guy. It's kind of hard to explain. Like the way that I copy, I often don't even watch the other person's videos. So if you see me make a video on like top 7 ways to get girls, copy the title, maybe think about the advice that you've heard me say beforehand, but don't even watch that video. This way it's still your advice. Half of the days of the month, you've got really good behavior. Half of the other days you've got bad. Is that right? Mm-hmm. That sounds awesome to me, because what you just do, let's say it's 14 out of, let's say 28 days. This month you make it 16 good days. You can discipline yourself to get another 1 or 2 days a month over the entire month, right? August you make it 18 good days, 10 days, 12 days bad. September you make it 20 good days, and you're still allowed to have 10 days where you've been a complete degenerate. October, 22 days. Like, give it 6 months and you're literally on like 27 or 28, 29 days a month of near perfect behavior. 1.5 years in total to get to the point where you're literally having a perfect month. Sounds pretty good to me. This is exactly what I would do if I was you. I would draw a calendar or print one out, you know, which shows like the boxes, like July 1, 2, 3, or whatever. And I would literally like bookmark which days, like, you know, draw an X or something, which days I'm going to be a degenerate. Right now you're allowed to have like 12 degen days a month. Next month 10, you see what I mean, progressive overload. Doesn't that seem kind of easy? You can have 12 fuck up days where you've been a complete degenerate. 12. That's my favorite thing. You know, I used to get that question so often with guys asking about consistency and self-improvement when I used to do coaching like 2 years ago. And it was when I'd tell the person, like, you're a lot more consistent than you think, they'd suddenly have this smile in their eyes, realizing like they had this limiting belief. If I don't have pretty much good days for every single day, then I'm not doing something right. Whereas when I tell them, okay, right now you're like 15 days of the month are pretty good. Make that 16, make that 17, 18, 20. And at that point, it's like, okay, you might have a bad day in the entire month, 6 months from now. Sounds pretty perfect to me.